Hi, I'm Paul Brodie. We're in the shop here. Mitch behind the cameras. Thank you for joining us. I want to take a moment and talk about our little YouTube channel. YouTube, it doesn't pay us a whole lot of money for the size of the channel and the amount of views. So if you like the content, I feel like we do high quality fabrication and high quality filmmaking from Mitch. If you like what we do, the best way to support us is to buy us some coffees. That would be much appreciated and help to make the channel last longer. All right, today we're working on a chain guard for the SALT bike. And there are rules, and one of the rules is that you need a chain guard. So I got this out of California. It came up here and it's in pretty good shape. It needs a little bit of work here and there. See how that's not quite right? Gonna mount this on the bike. And at first I thought I would make some other mounts, but then I thought, well, no, let's just use the existing mounts and we'll make it work because it's just for the SALT. So let's do this. We're gonna look at the bike and I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking. I don't have an exact plan, so it's gonna evolve as we go. Here's the chain guard, and it needs to mount something like so. Maybe up a little bit like that. So I don't want to do any welding on the swing arm. So I want to make something. I'm going to take the axle adjuster off. I've got some aluminum. I've got rectangular. I've got round. I'm going to make up an axle adjuster that has a flange on it somehow. I don't know exactly what it looks like. And then there's going to be a piece of 1/4-inch aluminum that comes up from that. And then it bolts onto here. That's what I want to do. And then up front I'll use this mount and I'll make something that clamps onto the swing arm here. Let's go off to the lathe. I'll just start machining and something will happen, okay? See what I've got here? I've got a red circle. I've got a 1/2-inch plate so it offsets this because I want room up here for the flange. So watch what happens. See? Very good. I'm going to take out the spacer. I'm going to make a groove where the hacksaw is going to cut that off. Way too large to ever even thinking about a parting saw. No way. I'm marking the center here so that I know kind of where I want to start. So actually, okay, that's the center. So I've got that on the bike, and it doesn't matter for the axle adjuster where this is. So I need it to be, well, I guess that's the highest point right there, isn't it? So because the 1/4-inch plate is going to mount onto this. So this has to be machined down in the mill, and we need to come up with a shape. So I think we're going to go to the bike and have a look. So this is going to get mounted onto there. And I think I want this on the inside as much as possible, because when the chain guard goes on here, this has to come up. You can see the space. There has to be I don't know, a 3/4-inch spacer that goes in between the plate and the mount here. I think something like that. Okay, so I need to start milling. I need to mill a flat, and then this piece of 1/4-inch 6061, it's going to go on the back like that, and I think I'll put the holes into here, and then the thread will go into the plate. That's what I'm thinking. Not sure exactly what it looks like right now, but we need to mill. And then this is going to get cut off here like that. And I can use this, because that'll be a good base circle like that. And there needs to be a flat. Well, no, it doesn't have to be a flat, but that's where the ready rod goes in. It's 10 by 1. It's metric, because it's a metric bike. Okay, so that's what we want. We're going to leave this part. Well, that's going to get milled off there, and then we'll see how much we'll take off this. I don't know the shape yet, so but we'll start. Make a start, and that can get milled off across the top. Okay, into the mill. I got a little more. That plate fits in like that, and there's a little bit extra there, so this isn't rubbing on anything. Okay, we're going to take this off. We're going to file off the burrs and look at what's next. I'm going to cut some off like that. Probably, let's look at this. And that's about right there. So if I put that back in at a 90 and I cut like that, oh, great line. I'm going to cut like that, and then we'll look on the bike and see what to do next. I'm going to make the hole next for the axle adjuster, or the threaded part of the axle adjuster. So I'm going to mark that out on the bench, and I'll come back in here, we'll drill the hole, and I've got a tap. Here we go. Okay, so it's gonna go like so, and the plate goes in behind like that. And the screws are gonna go through here into the plate. That'll work. And then I would like this to be where it comes up, if that's gonna work out, for it to be at the same angle as the shock. That's what I'm thinking. So, because that it always looks good when the lines match. So if that goes like that, and then the chain guard goes like that, and I'm looking at the hole, and the hole is going to be, I think the hole is going to be about there, something like that. So to match the angle, so maybe what happens is this piece is like, I'm not sure, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. But I have to think in my mind what it might be like. I don't know if that would, I mean, it's huge, but it's just for the salt. When the bike's a road racer, it gets nothing. There's nothing on it. It's for the salt because of the rules. So it always looks better when something matches the angle of the shock, if you're gonna put something on there. So anyway, I'm gonna think about that, see what happens. So we're gonna make the hole there for the thread. Okay. There's the middle. I think that'll work like that. So I think the hole's going to go right about there. So let's mark it out. I think the hole wants to be right about there, in line with that. Then I got space here for the chain. I might put a bigger sprocket on, or I might put a smaller sprocket up front. There we go. I like to go off the angle of the shock. That's about like that. Oh, this might work out fine. And then if that gets rounded a little bit, what do you think? So we can line up the hole. That looks like that. Bit strange, but whatever. Okay, let's see what happens here. We're going to mark some holes just for fun, and then we'll have a better understanding of what it might look like. If I am drilling holes, I always mark it out so I can have a visual. I'm adding lightness. That's what I like to say. There we go. That look okay? All right. That's all we can do for today. Mitch and I like coffee. Thank you for supporting us. Please buy us some coffees. And like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.